When you were driving up, what was the first memory or thought that came to your mind driving in the parking lot today?
Driving the parking lot, it brought back memories of those Friday nights that I would come to the same parking lot to kind of watch Marquis play. Working in the sports media, a lot of times I'd have to sneak away from a game that I was at just to try to come and catch some of his games if they weren't our game of the week or whatever. And this is where it became really just such a ritual for my family to come watch Marquis play on the Friday nights, whether the games are being played at Highland or on the road. And yes, this place definitely and will always hold a special place in our hearts.
Bruce, I want to ask about the scholarship that Highland provides. What does that mean to you to have that scholarship with Marquis' name?
Wow, when I first heard about this scholarship in Marquis's name to honor his memory, hey, look, I'll be honest, it blew me away. And I stepped on the field. I saw some of the tributes taking place. I was choked up. I was fighting back the tears. And honestly, I was glad I didn't have to speak right away because I wouldn't have made it through. It's special. I mean, to have Highland recognize, remember, and memorialize my son in such a way, it's just a tremendous tribute, one that myself, my wife, and my daughter don't take lightly. I mean, it really, truly means a lot to us.
Blitz, Swagger throws, intercepted! Marquis Cooper and the Huskies will win!
I went to Marquis's final home game in Seattle. It was the Apple Cup game against Washington State. Tight game. And normally I'm in the press box. I'm out sitting with my wife and my family and relatives for this final home game of his. It is bitter cold. Oh, it's bitter cold. And so Marquis, interception, pick six. And I tell you, it's a memory that just stays with me and stays with me. I even went to a Holiday Bowl game. He had a fumble recovery and interception. There was a game in El Paso for the Sun Bowl. Drew Brees has hit fumbles. Marquis scoop and score. So it seems like every time I went to a game of his, there was a big play that he made. And so, but the Apple Cup was really special because it's his final game as a collegiate, and my first ever to watch him play in his home stadium, Husky Stadium. And here he is. He makes a big game-clinching play. I'll still watch that every now and again. Too. We have that clip. So.
When you look at the Highland program today, what do you think about? You've covered a lot of high school football teams that are pretty successful over the years.
Yeah. Mike Reardon was Highland's football coach during Marquis's tenure. They were used to being a playoff team. They were a football power in the state. Could never ever seem to get that elusive championship trophy. But I mean, you talk about a perennial playoff team. That was Highland. What a tradition established here. And then it became a period of time when they began to not have the same type of success. Well, Brock Farrell's come here. Brock Farrell has restored the roar, if you will, at Highland High School. The Hawks are soaring high again. The man is a mastermind. He gets the most out of his players, and it's evident they'll run through a brick wall for him. And so the tradition and culture of Highland High School is back where I remember it. Able to talk proudly about the school again. Able to come out on Friday nights. And my wife. Look, that's every Friday night. All she wants to know, did Highland win?
Okay.
She could go on a road trip, and she'll call back. Oh, we're having a great time. Hey, did Highland win? I mean,
even to this day.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? And my wife, and it's only, and you know what, now she'll do the same thing for the Washington Huskies, because my son went there. My son played there. He played here. This is where it all started for him. She doesn't forget. Highland is her school.
Highland's done a lot, obviously, to honor the memory of your son. What types of emotions do you feel when you see the scholarship and the locker now and the other things that the school has done?
Dude, I saw that locker, and that locker was unbelievable. I mean, I saw his picture, number. Hey man, I took out the phone. I took pictures of it. I mean, what a tribute. I mean, it's the first thing you see when you open the door to the locker room, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just can't tell you how much that just means to me. And I took the picture because I know my it's going to mean something really special to my wife. You know, 'cause like a boys' locker room is not a place you're going to see women come into. So I took that picture for him. But it means a lot. I mean, opening the door, that's the first thing I saw. It's the first thing anyone will see walking into the locker room. How special is that?
Ultimately, what would you like Marquiss's legacy to be?
You know, I'd love for his legacy to be one in which people remember his friendly demeanor. He was a very affable kid. Everyone talks about the smile that lights up. You know, so more so than what he was able to accomplish as an athlete, what he meant to the student body as a person. You know, and everyone I run into, they always want to talk about his friendly demeanor and his smile. That legacy means more than anything.